A wiring diagram is a pictorial representation of an electric circuit, where the elements of the loop and the signal connections between devices and the power source are shown in the conventional methods as simplified shapes. A house wiring diagram is thus a wiring diagram of a house. A house wiring diagram can be a wiring diagram for any electric circuit in your home, which is drawn most directly, so that it can easily guide the electrician, or yourself, when needed. The diagram consists of connections between elements of the circuit, and their relations, to and from the power source. It takes into account the dimensions of the room, and the input and output points, keeping in mind the ease of access to those points. A house wiring diagrams is the visual representation, or design of the entire electrical wiring system, or circuitry of a house, or a room, that helps in creating the system to distribute energy that can be used to power the various equipment and appliances around the house. It will aid in the proper installation and operation of the different elements included in the design, such as electrical outlets, the meter base, switches and breakers and more. In this blog, we will talk about the various aspects of a basic house wiring diagram. We will understand what it is, why we need it, what benefits we can gain from it, as well as the principles and symbols involved in the whole process. Finally, we will look at some examples and see how we can draw a house wiring diagram. This house wiring drawing is what I would call the minimum requirement. It shows switches, electrical outlets, lights and receptacles. It indicates where and how the lights are controlled, and from which switches, but leaves the details of how they are connected to the electrical contractor. As you will see in the following information, details can be added, for example where the feed wires go, and the circuits that are connected to the various feeds. There can be no question as to the importance of a house wiring diagram. But still, we must address the need for using one. It is a vital part of wiring a house. The reasons are as follows. Financial. An electrician can only estimate the amount of wiring needed to set up the electrical system. The house wiring diagram, on the other hand, can give the exact value. Say your electrician does not use a house wiring diagram, this can lead to severe inefficiencies. There can be two possible scenarios. Without an exact amount, your electrician may end up using more wiring, which can lead to wastage and excess installation, which leads to cost overruns. The opposite can also happen. Less wiring would mean to spend time buying the remaining wiring that leads to delay of work and ineffective costing. Timescale. Not only finance, but also the time frame of the work gets affected. Without an adequate amount of wiring, you will need to buy more or wait for the new installation to be delivered. It can hamper the time frame and coordination of the work, especially on big projects, like that of an apartment building, or a condominium. Prevent injuries. Whenever working with electrical systems, we are all taught to look out for safety. Injuries can happen anywhere, anytime, and due to many reasons. A useful house wiring diagram can show where the points of danger lie in the whole network. It can help to avoid hazards, open hot wires, and many other such scenarios. An injury would mean time delays as well as an expensive hospital bill. A house wiring diagram thus also serves as a tool to avoiding mishaps. Thus we can say that without a house wiring diagram, installing a proper electrical system is very much an impossible task, even for the most experienced electrician. Wiring diagram. Stay tuned to this site, as I will be diving into more information on electrical installations. In the meantime, take advantage of the availability of my 50-page electrical power crib sheets, if you haven't already downloaded them. These are extremely valuable while viewing my courses, as well as a recall of the pertinent formulas and information after the fact. Simply fill out the information requested when you go to this website. https://bit.ly/47y3v and h. As I said, stay tuned for future releases on this site that will provide you with more on my courses. You can also directly access my StanStore courses at this website. https://stan.store/g V B